Congratulations, kid. You're Batman's newest Robin. Here's what you get, you lucky son of a gun.
The Batcave, the Batmobile, Bruce Wayne's black card.
Oh, okay, maybe not that one. Still, you've got it made. Every loser from your old orphanage is busy getting diddled by Gotham priests. Meanwhile, you get to team up with the world's greatest detective, fighting crime side by side in Gotham's darkest alleys. It doesn't get any better than this. Now let's take a look at what you don't get. Batman's affection. The thing is, Batman goes through Robins like Bruce Wayne goes through supermodels. Only, Batman's exes tend to end up dead, traumatized, or running their own solo gigs to get out of his shadow. Right now, you're just a summer fling. A cute little distraction before he gets bored and replaces you with a shinier, more brooding version of Robin. Alfred yanks you out of bed at 2 a.m. in the morning. Master Wayne is waiting for you in the Batcave, sir, he says. As soon as you get there, he blinds you and locks you in a meat locker, and won't release you until you figure out how to escape before you turn into a Mr. Freeze experiment. Huh, you actually did it. Your reward for pulling a Houdini? Being thrown into a dark warehouse full of Falcone's lackeys. You'll figure it out, Batman says. You try to ask him how, but he disappears into the shadows before you could speak. And finally, when you've survived the worst night of your life and you think training is over, he makes you spar with him. You're a scrawny adolescent. He's Batman. Do the math. By the end of the night, you're pretty sure you died twice and came back to life. You don't even feel human anymore, which is exactly the point. See, Batman isn't training a person. He's training a tool. For justice. Sure, you've got emotions, needs, and basic human limits, but Batman doesn't care. For the next few months, training gets worse. It's not just Gotham's worst criminals you have to fend off, it's also Batman's insanity. For one thing, he never turns off the Batman voice around you. Good night, sweet dreams. That stupid growl haunts your dreams more than Scarecrow does. Even with no criminals to intimidate and no civilians to impress, he sounds like a chain-smoked box of Marlboro with gargling glass shards. But soon enough, you realize the value of a good grumble. On your 5th week as Robin in training, you were feeling pretty good about your progress. Until your first big moment came. It was supposed to be simple. Batman caught some low-level street thug the size of a Wally character trying to break into a jewelry store, and in his infinite wisdom, he decided this would be your moment to shine. Your first real interrogation. So with all the confidence of a guy who's been Robin for a few weeks, you squared up, grabbed the thug by the collar, slammed him against the wall with all of your newbie Batman gains, and delivered the hardest, most diabolical one-liner you could muster. Talk, or else. Oof. Was that you, or was that a dog whistle? What was supposed to be a deep, growling demand came out sounding like a helium-inflated TikTok influencer doing an ASMR video. The thug lost it. He started chuckling, then cackling, then hyperventilating from laughter. The guy collapsed to the pavement. He kept laughing, harder and harder, until suddenly, he died. Batman started checking for a pulse. Then he turned his head toward you. That's when it hit you. You just killed a man. With your voice. We don't kill Robin. Oh, come on. That wasn't even my fault. We do not kill. You are clearly not ready. It didn't matter to Batman that it was technically an accident. What mattered was that now, thanks to you, a rare confirmed kill under the bat symbol had been added to his resume. Right away, Batman shoves you into a training room and tells you that you can't leave until you put the fear of the Batman into people. After months of this nonsense, Batman finally deems you ready for action. First order of business, time to suit up. You're hoping to get a sleek, armored suit just like Batman's, something that makes you look like a badass. But instead, he puts you in a skin-tight leotard and green elf boots. And worst of all, no pants. What the? This is not a superhero costume. This is what a Vegas magician's assistant wears to embarrass himself in front of thousands of people. Surely Bruce is joking. He gets to wear a big, dark, mysterious bat suit that makes him look intimidating, while you prance around Gotham looking like a pubescent Peter Pan. And then it gets worse. You're looking at yourself in the mirror, feeling like a damn traffic light, when a horrific thought enters your mind. Batman, isn't this, I don't know, a little bright for a crime fighting? Why do you think I wear black? Because it looks cool? Because I don't want to get shot. Wait, why am I wearing bright colors? Because I don't want to get shot. Jeepers, Batman. Wholly contributing to the death of minors. I'm the decoy. While Batman lurks in the shadows, he wants you to be out there running like a Christmas ornament. You're basically screaming, shoot me first. And in the end, when you save the day, he rakes in all the bitches because of how ridiculous your costume looks. That man knew what he was doing. Speaking of bitches, it's about time you got some. Wait, you thought being the heir to the Bathrone was gonna help you get women? Think again. Flirting is impossible when your legal guardian is a billionaire with severe trust issues, insomnia, and monitors everything that you do. If you thought having Asian parents was bad, try having one who tracks your location 24/7. You have a tracker in your suit, phone, shoe. You wouldn't be surprised if he'd implanted one into your bloodstream. And parties are definitely off the table. Batman hates the idea of you going to one. To him, every single social event is just another Gotham crime scene waiting to happen. The one time you got invited to a normal high school party, Batman shut it down. Sleepovers? In your dreams. Too risky according to him. Plus, you don't want him stalking your friends. He runs background checks on anyone you talk to for more than 5 minutes. You once mentioned your barber's sister's mother's friend in passing. The next day, Batman had a full dossier on him. Family records, medical history, what he ate for breakfast last Tuesday. On the off chance you do get the green light, you're still not safe. He made you wear an earpiece to prom night. You're trying to slow dance with a hot girl in your math class and suddenly,
Robin, there's a 43% chance of underage drinking at this event. Gather intel.
come on, it can't be that deep. Batman even knows that one time you tried a booty call at 2 a.m. with a girl instead of getting ready for training. The Bat computer knows, Alfred knows, even Lucius Fox knows. And God help if you ever think about watching you know what. The Bat computer sees everything, including your fetishes. Doesn't matter if you go incognito. You're so desperate that you shamelessly settle for bikini pics on Google. 5 minutes later, an automated Bat computer alert locked you out of your account and Alfred came to you to tell you how disappointed he was. You've yet to overcome the humiliation. Going after normal girls is also out of the question, and here's why. You used to talk to this girl, Debbie. She was pretty, a little bit older than you, and totally chill with your overreaching foster dad. So you set up as many dates as you can before she changes her mind. A nice rooftop restaurant would be nice, you think. It's pretty romantic and peaceful up there. For once, you get to be normal. No cape, no crime, no responsibilities. Little did you know that you just made reservations for front row seats to the Bat signal. You ignore it. Batman can handle it. Not your problem tonight. Then your phone vibrates. It's him. He wants you suited up. Now. You try to get out of it. Maybe Nightwing can handle this one. Nope. It's you he needs. Debbie looks at you. She asks if everything's okay. And now you have 5 seconds to come up with an excuse. Instead of anything reasonable, you blurt out some nonsense about a family emergency. She asks what happened. At this point, you're sweating. No time to explain. You haven't learned how Batman vanishes yet, so you just sprint out of the restaurant like a lunatic, leaving your half-eaten meal and the best date you've had in years behind. By the time you get to Batman, you check your phone. One message. Debbie's not interested anymore. He just pats you on the back and tells you that it was a surprise drill. You just lost the best date of your life for a training exercise. The following week, you see her wrapped around Bruce's arms on the front page of the Gotham Gazette. There's no greater pain than getting cooked by your own dad. At this point, your only real social life is Gotham's criminals, which is insane. You talk to the Joker more than you talk to your classmates. Being Robin is already a nightmare. But add Deathstroke to the mix and it gets much worse. Slade Wilson is a highly trained assassin with a weird obsession for Robins. He's like Gotham's creepiest headhunter, scouting and recruiting very specific young crime fighters. Why? Nobody knows. Maybe he's mad Batman won't be his friend. Maybe he's jealous Batman gets all the little boys. Either way, every Robin gets on his radar eventually. He loves beating Dick. Dick Grayson, I mean. It's like a weird Toxic X situation. Deathstroke never let Nightwing go. He keeps showing up in his life and challenging him to fights. Honestly, it's pretty pathetic at this point. He mentored Tim Drake, sort of. Then he tried recruiting Damian Wayne. Imagine being 10 years old and the deadliest mercenary in the world slides into your life like a creepy casting director. Ugh. Now he's after you. You started getting random calls from unknown numbers. You pick up. Silence. Then his voice. Calm. Weirdly friendly. Like an uncle no one wants at the family gathering. He gives you unsolicited career advice, then tells you Batman is holding you back and hangs up. Then he starts sending you gifts. Not normal ones. Ammo. A knife. A single black glove. No explanation. Like a cat bringing a dead mouse to its owner. And during one of your fights with him, he complimented your technique mid-combat, said you were coming along nicely. You can't help shaking the feeling that he's always around. He never really tries to kill you. Not yet. He's waiting. Waiting for you to mature and to start doubting Batman. It seems like Slade Wilson doesn't really want to defeat Robins. He wants to own them. You finally hit your breaking point. Deathstroke's been messing with your head for weeks, and you need help. So you do what any reasonable, deeply traumatized teenager would do. You tell your family, the Bat family. Being what it is means this is a really bad idea. But you try anyway. You sit them all down, take a deep breath, and you start explaining. So, Deathstroke has been bothering me. Red Hood just shakes his head.
Yeah, that happens.
Nightwing, with cool older brother mode activated, leans forward.
Did he leave you a creepy gift yet?
A knife?
Classic.
Tim Drake raises his hands. Wait. Did he call you in the middle of the night to say weirdly encouraging things about your combat potential? Yes? Happened to me too. Then Damian Wayne jumps in. He tried to recruit me when I was 10. He said like it was a flex. Red Hood rolls his eyes.
We get it. You were raised by assassins. Big whoop.
And then the brotherly loathe begins. Now you're just sitting there, watching the world burn. Red Hood and Damian are at each other's throats already.
I was literally killed by the Joker and came back from the dead.
And you were still a terrible Robin.
At least I earned it. You only became Robin because of your daddy.
Look at Tim, just happy to be there. Nightwing is acting like he's above it all, sitting back with his arms crossed, pretending like he isn't deeply scarred by the Robin to Nightwing pipeline. He thinks he's so cool. Whose shitty life should I cover next? Let me know in the comments.